This video provides professional support for the use of the sensorimotor and cognitive profile test. The video is a part of a training course. The introductory presentation is about neuroatypical development, still identified as psychiatric disorder. However, the term is changing as neurodevelopment changes because of the changing environment. The inclusive approach sees diverse development as an asset. Neurodiversity is natural. The human brain is an open, experience-dependent system with some basic pre-wiring, but its adaptivity comes from the fact that it is charged by environmental stimuli. In an expanding stimulus environment, development can also proceed in a wider space. The 21st century has seen a significant increase in the amount of information and environmental stimuli that affect development. Large systems such as education find it difficult to keep pace with rapid change, and so education cannot keep pace with the development of children of our time. Children's development has always been as diverse as there are children. Now these differences have increased in the widening stimulus richness. A stimulus-rich environment is beneficial for growth, but there is a cloud over our joy. The Matthew effect refers to the evangelist Matthew's idea that, to put it simply, he who has more, he who has less, will have even less. Those who have good abilities, a good developmental environment, can develop faster because they can take advantage of opportunities. Those who have less will also be in a better position with the wealth of stimuli, but will not be able to take advantage of it as much as their more fortunate counterparts. The gaps widen. Moreover, not only do children differ from each other, but within themselves, there can be cliffs and gaps. And the gaps can be large because stimulus richness has taken the form not only of opportunities, but also of factors that negatively affect development. There are many unavoidable factors that affect the brain and its development, but there are some that can be influenced. Researchers reveal new trigger agents that cause disorders of speech development, learning, attention, hyperactivity, and autism. Almost every day, new findings are emerging on the agents that are causing differences in children's development. These effects do not affect the cognitive system as a whole, only neuroatypical, not standard brain function and development are increasingly being observed. It has become important to look at the structure of abilities, because supporting development can be successful by building on strengths. These differences often occur together or in any combination. Each of these features has more severe forms, but it is the mixture of them, namely neuroatypical development, that professionals increasingly identify. Neuroatypical development is a special way of thinking, neither a disease nor a cure, and its benefits can be brought to the fore in an adaptive environment. Neurodiversity conveys the approach of identifying diverse ways of development as value. Research shows that brain development atypicality due to external factors does not necessarily mean that it is only disruptive. Neuroatypical development is also a pathway for the development of talent and creativity. It is incomprehensible that while we hear everywhere that creative minds are needed when such development occurs, psychiatric diagnoses, and not a developmental environment suited to the idiosyncrasies are the answers. The principle of inclusion is that diversity is a value. However, neurodiverse development is a challenge for an education system stuck in the past. For the time being, it is teachers and other professionals within the education system who are capable of rapid change. What is needed is an understanding of children and their development characteristics, and personalized development, rather than a ratings and counts approach. Data-driven decision-making in educational practice is emerging. The design of a developmental teaching approach requires data to understand the specificities of the class, group, and individual. These can be analyzed to make methodological decisions. The impact of developmental teaching can be identified by tracking children's progress and acting on the results. The Sensorimotor and Cognitive Profile Test provides professional background support for this task.